Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Fragments of Memory here once again. And lately I've been noticing on YouTube we've been having this whole Africans versus African Americans or Black Americans versus Black Africans, however you want to phrase the conflict. Apparently there was a woman that is I guess her heritage is Ethiopian, and she made a commentary about how African American women are undesirable to foreign men because African American women are crazy, the African American women are horrible, and African Americans in general are these horrible beings. Well, she did speak a truth as to the dire nature of the black community. That is us not not doing what we're supposed to do. And it does seem that our neighborhoods are filled with crime and turmoil. This is not to say that the white neighborhood does not have their share of issues, but it does seem that we are constantly embroiled in some type of turmoil, whether it's children out of wedlock, whether it's just an entire implosion of a community. Um, as among low literacy rates, low graduation rates from universities and colleges and the like. Well, as much as she brought up some good points and spoke a really good truth, it just doesn't feel right coming from her. And I know that may not be the popular thing to say. She did tell the truth, but it just doesn't feel right coming from a woman who's not only Ethiopian, but someone who has assimilated into a white culture. And I'm not against white people. I just wanted to point that out, that if I had closed my eyes and listened to her, I would have thought she was Ann Coulter or some other Fox News pundit or something like that. So I did find that part interesting. But then her attitude is nothing new. I've been in situations where I've went to Ethiopian businesses and they've treated me, some have treated me kindly, but then some have treated me very offensively. I've noticed that as well. I've also noticed that people in general, at least the foreigners that come to this country, tend to open up shop in black neighborhoods, but then look down upon the blacks that patronize their businesses. So how could it be that these blacks, these people that are benefiting from black businesses, putting them down? So I have no problem with anyone from another country that may not be as successful coming to America to make a better life for themselves. But I resent that this person will then commence to look down their nose upon me, because they too, I'm sure, have skeletons in their closet. I mean, if you look at the continent of Africa, as one YouTuber pointed out, he talked about how there were political and social and civil wars and upheavals in those African nations. But yet, this African woman wants to criticize African Americans. Well, Testazelle did make a good point too. I'm Testazelle, one of my YouTube people. He's a real good dude, real good YouTuber. You need to check him out. He talked about how, why do Africans look down on African Americans, and he really broke it down. And it even goes back to something my mother told me, that someone from the Caribbean islands told her, that many blacks from other countries, they see the television, they see the media, they see what we're producing, and we are engaged in these acts of buffoonery and coonery and idiocy. And then, of course, when they come to this country and they see some of the youth acting the same way they saw in the media, they're like, okay, this country's bad. The blacks in this country don't have it together. Something's wrong with them. They don't have a moral structure or a moral foundation. I would also like to point out that blacks in America have been stripped of their culture, their language, and their history, and blacks are fighting to get that back. So that's something that may not become clear in the media. And it's very easy to dismiss the struggles of African Americans if you yourself have not gone through it. It's very easy to say, get over it, when you never had to deal with it. But in a strange roundabout way, you benefit from the struggles of people like Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman, or even people of today. So I do find it disingenuous on the part of that lady. But at the same time, though she made good points, it just didn't feel right coming out her mouth. It was like, you can't speak on that. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, you have an intelligent opinion, but you're we have to kind of put you off to the side because, like I said, I've dealt with situations with Ethiopian businesses, with Asian businesses. I had one Asian guy surprised that I could eat with chopsticks. I had one Ethiopian surprised that I knew what to order in a restaurant and that I was respectful of the culture, and it threw him off, and he was shocked that I knew it. So, on one hand, I was offended, but then Testazel makes a good point. You got to look at it from the other person's perspective. They have been bombarded with imagery of negativity regarding the Black Americans, and we, of course, look bad, and then we make ourselves look bad, and then, of course, that person that comes from the other, from overseas sees us and goes, "What's wrong with them? Why aren't they doing this, that, and the third?" So I can at least concede that there are both sides. Am I happy about that? No, because I'm on the side that's getting blasted. Again, I said in the earlier video, somebody's all for gun control until they got a gun. Like, it's cool if I got a gun, but as soon as I don't have a gun and you have a gun, not so good. So anyway, that's really my 2 cents on it. I don't want to get into an elaborate thing, but I just wanted to at least respond because on one hand I'm like, yeah, she's telling truth, but at the same time, you not of America. You ain't been through what blacks in America been through. You some Ethiopian who's benefiting on the struggle of the blacks. But I can at least see where you're coming from. So I'm sort of in the middle here. But please give a comment, give a shout out, and just give me your feedback. Thank you.